Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Lightning Gaming. So guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how you can become super overpowered before even reaching level 20 in Conan Exiles. Now if you are new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe, but with that being said, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so if you want to use my method to get super overpowered early game in Conan Exiles, the first thing you are gonna need is you are gonna need a Transen. And to get a legendary Transen super early game, you wanna head over to Sepamaru City right over here on the map. And once you get here, you are gonna make your way to the water side, which is where the wine cellar dungeon is located. Okay, so as soon as you reach this area, you simply want to enter the wine cellar dungeon. Now the only things that you need to bring with you is maybe some weak aloe extract, and then of course also some stone daggers. Once you get inside the wine cellar dungeon, you simply need to fight the very first enemy. It's gonna be this guy right over here. Now this one is super easy to take out with stone daggers, because his moveset is very predictable. Just watch out, because if he hits you, he is gonna do a ton of damage. But overall he's very predictable and you should have no problem taking him out at all. Just bleed him out with the stone daggers. Now once this enemy goes down, he is gonna drop you the Chef's legendary Transen. It's this one right over here. Very great Transen for early game to knock out thralls, and exactly what we are gonna need. Okay, so once you got your legendary Transen, the next stop you want to make is over here by the den. And once you reach the den, you want to go to this side right over here, right at the entrance of the den. Now guys, this is where we will be finding a very great weapon for early game. And that is of course gonna be the black claws, just laying on this bench. Do keep in mind that this won't be here every time. If it's not here when you come here, it's normally because somebody picked it up. Other times I also notice if you just leave render and come back into render, it's gonna be there for you to pick up. Now of course this isn't gonna be the best weapon in the game, but for early game it does a health damage of 52 and armor penetration of 9%, which is perfect and the easiest weapon you can get. Okay, so after you grab your black claws and your legendary Transen, you wanna head over to Flotsam or Buccaneer's Bay right over here on the map, and this is where you will be putting up your Wheel of Pain. So basically I just placed it as close to Buccaneer Bay as I possibly can. It's right over here, and this is the area where we will be capturing our thrall that is gonna make this super overpowered. Now before coming over here, I would really recommend getting the black claws or some kind of legendary weapons, because the NPCs you are gonna be encountering here is not gonna be very easy to take out with stone daggers, especially because most of the time it's gonna be 2 to 3 fighting you at the same time. Which of course is gonna be no problem taking out if you have a good weapon like the black claws. Just watch out for that bounce attack when it comes to the black panthers. But like you can see guys, even though I'm only level 14, I'm still able to do a lot of damage with the black claws. Now we are just gonna make our way up to this wrecked ship, and we are gonna go and get our first thrall, which will be super overpowered for early game. So I'm gonna take out all these NPCs. Like you can see, there's multiple ones that you actually need to fight. Let's take out this guy as well. Okay, there we go. And the NPC we are looking for is just up the steps. And as soon as you get on top, you just want to make your way to the right side. There is however gonna be 2 more NPCs that you are gonna need to fight over here before you can get to him. I think there's actually 3. Let's just take a look. Okay, there's the third one. So as soon as you take those 3 guys out, you can go and knock out your overpowered thrall for early game, which will be the Black Corsair Elite. And I'm gonna show you exactly why I say that as well. Let me just take out these guys first. Okay, so once you took care of all those NPCs, you just want to make your way up here. Just gonna grab some weak aloe extract. Alright, so there's the NPC that you want to knock out. Keep in mind that this is a 1 skull mini boss, so he is gonna do a lot of damage. But because you have the legendary Transen, you shouldn't have much of a problem knocking this guy out. Okay, he's about to go down, a few more hits and we will be ready to go. Let me knock him out quickly. Okay, so once he is knocked out, you simply need to grab him with your bindings. I'm just gonna grab him with my bindings right here. And you are gonna drag him off to your Wheel of Pain. Now guys, once you place this thrall in the Wheel of Pain, it's gonna take some time to complete. But while you are waiting for this thrall to complete, I want to show you something else. I'm gonna show you how to get a very good weapon for this thrall as well. Just making it so much better and making the thrall so much stronger for early game. Alright, so the location you are going to for this is right over here on the map. Like you can see, it's very close to the location where we just got the thrall. Now once you get here, you are basically gonna enter the Sunken City dungeon. So you just want to interact with this boat. And this is gonna take you over to the Sunken City. Now once you get in here, you are basically gonna look for the supply crates. We're not gonna be fighting any enemies. Of course, sometimes the supply crates can also spawn in over at Buccaneers Bay. It's only this time around that I didn't find any there, so that's why I had to this location. And this is what the supply crate is gonna look like. You simply want to interact with that, and that's gonna give you supply materials. Now, the reason why we are getting this is to get that super OP weapon for the thrall early game, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean by that. So let's go ahead and open up the supply materials. Alright, so this time we did get a table leg with a health damage of 51 and an armor penetration of 42%. Now guys, you can also get a reinforced tool, which is a very great weapon for a thrall. But I'm just gonna go with the first weapon that I found, which will be the table leg. And then of course this thrall is actually a agility thrall, but for early game it's gonna be much easier just to level him up in strength. This time we did get a 95% growth chance in vitality, 64% growth chance in both agility and strength. Now the reason this is a agility thrall is because he starts off with that 4 points into agility, but because I have the table leg, which is a strength weapon, and I can also get Gruul super easy, which will allow him to level up more points into strength, I'm just gonna make a strength thrall out of this one. So basically I'm gonna give him the table leg for a weapon and then also the gruel for the food so that I can have that extra plus 14% to level up in strength. Now keep in mind that any weapons like the reinforced tool or the table leg that you are gonna find in the supply crates will always have a very low amount of durability, so it is best just to use that for the thralls. That's why I didn't give the thrall my agility weapon, because of that low durability, and because you are already in the jungle. If you kill these guys all over the jungle, this is gonna give you a lot of experience for both you and your thrall. And then of course if you want to level up fast, there will also be the black lotus, purple lotus, and also the mushrooms you can harvest in this area. But I just want to show you that it's possible to become super overpowered before reaching level 20, so I'm not even gonna go and do that. I'm basically just gonna stay in this area, level up my thrall until it reaches more than 5000 hit points, and then we can move on to the next step. Now because the Black Corsair Elite is one of the thralls that levels up the fastest in the game, I was able to get to level 13 on this thrall within almost no time at all, and even at level 13 the hit points is almost up to 6000. Now I would recommend staying in the jungle and get the hit points up to a total of 15,000 before you continue to the next step, because for the next step you are gonna head right over here on the map, and this is where we will be fighting the Sobek warriors to get some Sobek armor. Now of course if you want to go a little bit further, you can go to the Mounds of the Dead, where you will be able to get that Sumerian steel armor. But even for early game, the Sobek armor is gonna be perfectly fine for this thrall. It's gonna give him more hit points and also some decent amount of armor. So now I'm just gonna kill these enemies. I'm gonna grab the Sobek armor for both me and the thrall. And after that we should be able to easily go over to the unnamed city, kill the bosses over there, get some good weapons, maybe even kill a few world bosses, get some skeleton keys, run the silver mine dungeon, and you are basically all set to go. You can get legendary weapons, and by the time this thrall reaches level 20, he would easily have more than 10,000 hit points. The most I've been able to get on one of these Black Corsair Elites is 21k hit points, which is actually very insane for a thrall you can get so early game like this one. So now I'm just gonna keep killing the Sobek warriors until we have 2 full sets of Sobek armor, and then we will be sorted to take out almost any boss in the game. Now the Sobek armor is even gonna give the thrall a lot more hit points. Like you can see, most of the pieces or all of the pieces give your thrall an extra plus 40 health. And the same goes for you, this will give you a lot more extra hit points early game. Now I do however recommend that you go over to the Mounds of the Dead, get the Sumerian steel armor for your thrall, and keep the Sobek armor for yourself. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. If you are new to my channel, please remember to like and subscribe. But until next time guys, cheers, see ya.